Hello students, yesterday I have discussed the exercise 13.1 question number 1 to question number 5. Today I am going to explain the question number 6, 7 and 8 and I will also discuss the laws of the exponents which will be used in the next exercise, that is 13.2. So first I am going to explain the question number 6 first part. Question number 6 is simplify. Simplify means you have to expand all the things and you have to do the multiplication and you have to write down the answer in the one number. So first question is given 2 into 10 raised to 3. So 2 would be as it is, 10 raised to 3 you can write 10 into 10 into 10. Now on the place of 10 into 10 into 10 you can write 1000 and 2 multiplied by 1000, 2000. So this would be the answer. If I am talking about the eighth part of this question, eighth part is 3 raised to 2 into 10 raised to 4. Again 3 raised to 2 means 3 into 3, 10 raised to 4 means 10 into 10 into 10 into 10. 3 raised to 3 you will get 9, 10 into 10 into 10 into 10 you will get 10,000. 9 multiplied by 10,000 you will get 90,000. So this would be the answer. So like in this way you have to complete question number 6. Now I am going to explain the question number 7. In question number 7 you have to apply the concept of integers during the multiplication. The rule is that before starting the question number 7 I am going to explain the rule. Suppose you have to multiply 2 into 2, then answer would be 4. If you have to multiply minus 2 into 2, then answer would be minus 4. If you have to multiply minus 2 into minus 2, then answer would be plus 4. It means if two minus signs are there and you have to multiply, the answer would be plus. If one minus sign is there, then answer would be minus. So if it means if in the whole expression odd number of minus signs are there, then the answer would be in minus. If even number of minus signs are there, then answer would be in plus. If I am talking about minus 2 into minus 2 into minus 2, then answer would be minus 8. Why? Because there are the 3 minus sign. 3 is odd number, so minus sign would be there. If I am talking about minus 2 into minus 2 into minus 2 into minus 2, then answer would be plus 16. Why plus? Because 4 minus sign is there and 4 is even. If even number of minus sign is there, then answer would be plus. If odd number of minus sign is there, then answer would be minus. Or you can say if the power is even, then answer would be in plus. If power is odd, then answer would be in minus. So first question is minus 4 raised to 3. Here you can expand. If you will expand minus 4 into minus 4 into minus 4, then 4 for the 16, 16 for the 64. Now you have to decide the sign. 1, 2, 3 minus sign is there, so minus 64 would be the answer. If I am talking about question number 3rd, minus 3 raised to 2 into minus 5 raised to 2. Now minus 3 raised to 2 you can write like this, minus 3 into minus 3 into minus 5 raised to 2, minus 5 into minus 5. 3 3s are 9, plus 9, multiply, minus 5 into minus 5, plus 25. Now you have to multiply 25 and 9. 9 5 is 45, 4, 9 2 is 18 plus 2, 225. 225 would be the answer. So like in this way you have to complete question number 7. Now question number 8 is, you have to compare the given number. First number is given 2.7 into 10 raised to 12 and second number is given 1.5 into 10 raised to 8. In your course, in the question, the base would be only 10. Here you can see 10 base, here you can see 10 base. Now, which base is having the maximum exponent? 10 raised to 12, here you can see 10 raised to 8. So this would be the bigger. In the next question, 10 raised to 14 and 10 raised to 17 is given. So 3 into 10 raised to 17 would be the bigger number. I am going to explain the very important things of exponent and power, that are the laws of exponent. You are going to study these laws first time, so you have to understand carefully. In your course, total 6 laws are there. Firstly, I am going to explain the law 1. Law 1 is, or you can say rule 1 is, a raised to m into a raised to n is equal to a raised to m plus n. This thing you have to learn and memorize. The meaning is that here the base is a, exponent is m. Here the base is a, exponent is n. So you can see bases are same and multiplication is there, then power would be the added. How you have to apply this law? Suppose you have 5 raised to 10 into 5 raised to 5. Now you can see here a is there, bases are same, here 5 is same. So bases are 5 and exponents are different. Here is 10 and here is 5 and multiplication sign is there. So according to the law, this would be 5. M plus n means 10 plus 5. So answer would be 5 raised to 15. Once again I am explaining another example. Suppose 2 raised to 3 into 2 raised to 4. Then this would be 2 raised to 3 plus 4. This would be 2 raised to 7. So like this way you have to apply rule number 1, or you can say law number 1. Now law number 2 is when the division sign is there, case is same, bases are same and exponents are different, or you can say powers are different, then subtraction would be there. Suppose 5 raised to 10 divided by 5 raised to 2, then this would be 5 raised to 10 minus 2. 10 minus 2, 5 raised to 8. Or you can say 7 raised to 14, this is 14 divided by 7 raised to 10, then this would be 7 raised to 14 minus 10. This would be 7 raised to 4. So like in this way you have to apply the rule number 2, or you can say law number 2. So if bases are same and exponents are different and multiplication sign is there, then you have to do the addition in the exponent. And if division sign is there, then you have to do the subtraction in the base. So these are the rule number 1 and rule number 2. Now rule number 3 is if you are having the two exponents. Here you can see base is a, first exponent is m, then a raised to m raised to n. Here you are having the two exponent, so you have to multiply the exponent. Suppose you are having 2 raised to 2 raised to 4, then the answer would be 2 raised to 2 into 4, so 2 raised to 8. It is not only applicable for 2. If you are having any number of exponents, suppose you are having 3 raised to 2 raised to 4 raised to 2, so this would be your base is 3, you have to write 3 here, multiply all the exponents, so 2 into 4 into 2, so 2 to 4 is 8, 8 to the 16, so 3 raised to 16. Now rule number 4, a raised to m into b raised to m. Here you can see the bases are different and exponents are same, means powers are same, but bases are different and multiplication is there. Then you have to put the power as it is and you have to multiply the bases. Suppose you are having 2 raised to 4 into 5 raised to 4, then here is 4, here is 4, you can see m, then in answer m means 4 would be there, multiplication is there, so 2 into 5, 10. Let's take the other example. 7 raised to 10 multiply by 10 raised to 10. Now you can see powers are same, so put the power same, 10, and 7 into 10, 70. In the case of division, you have to divide. A raised to m divided by b raised to m. Here you can see a raised to m divided by b raised to m is equal to a divided by b raised to m. Suppose you are having 7 raised to, or you can say 8 raised to 3 divided by 2 raised to 3. So this would be, powers are same, so put the same power. Simply 8 divided by 2. 8 divided by 2, 4 raised to 3 would be the answer. And the last rule is a raised to 0 is equal to 1. It means if you are having any base and if exponent is 0, then the answer would be always 1. Suppose you are having 2 raised to 0, then answer would be 1. Suppose you are having 1000 is the base and power is 0, then answer would be 1. So like in this way you have to remember all these 6 laws, and today's homework is you have to write down these laws and you can take your examples or you can copy the examples which I have discussed in the video, and you have to write all these laws in your fair notebook. Thank you. Have a nice day.